There's an object many carry in their bags without realizing the terrible spiritual danger it represents. Padre Pio of Pietrelcina repeatedly warned about this specific item, one that attracts poverty, misfortune, and devastating financial setbacks. If you have it in your bag right now, you need to remove it immediately. In the next few minutes, you'll discover this cursed object, an object that has silently destroyed the financial lives of millions. Without them even realizing it, Padre Pio, with his mystical wisdom and supernatural gifts, identified this object as one of the greatest spiritual blocks to prosperity. This isn't superstition. This is deep spiritual knowledge. Knowledge Padre Pio developed through his mystical experiences and by observing hundreds of cases throughout his religious life. When you carry this specific object, you're literally carrying a poverty magnet. Actively repulsion, financial blessings from your life. The discovery of this cursed object dates back to 1952. When Padre Pio was hearing a woman's confession, she confessed that despite working hard and being honest, she was constantly in debt and struggling financially. No matter how hard she tried, money was always tight. Poverty relentlessly pursued her. Padre Pio, with his gift of clairvoyance, immediately sensed something in her bag was blocking her financial blessings. He asked her to bring her bag, and through his spiritual vision, identified the culprit, the source of her misery. The moment she removed the object, her financial life began to change dramatically within weeks. From that day on, Padre Pio noticed many people complaining of persistent poverty carried this same cursed object. He realized there was a direct spiritual connection between this object and the blockage of material blessings. For years, Padre Pio guided countless individuals to remove this item from their purses and wallets. The results were so astounding that the news spread throughout San Giovanni Rotondo. People came from far and wide just to have Padre Pio check if they were carrying this cursed object. Giuseppe Torraco, a merchant experiencing the worst financial crisis of his life. His shop was failing, debts were mounting, and sales were practically non-existent. When he sought Padre Pio's help, the saint immediately asked to see the contents of his wallet. Padre Pio found the cursed object and explained that it acted as a spiritual blockade, preventing divine blessings from reaching his finances. He instructed Giuseppe to burn the object immediately and to offer a specific prayer to break the curse. Giuseppe followed instructions precisely. The same week he burned the object. He received a business partnership proposal that saved his business. Within 3 months, he had not only paid off all his debts, but had also expanded his shop. He always credited Padre Pio's guidance regarding the cursed object as the turning point in his financial fortunes. Comment, financial blockade, if you suspect something is hindering your prosperity. But what exactly is this object? This poverty magnet Padre Pio identified? Prepare yourself, because the answer might shock you. The object that attracts poverty and blocks prosperity is a holy or broken coin. It seems simple, but the spiritual significance is profound and devastating. Padre Pio explained that the coin represents the energy of money and prosperity. When a coin is holy or broken, it spiritually symbolizes money leaking from your life. It's as if you're carrying a symbol of your wealth having a hole where everything escapes. In Catholic spiritual tradition, physical objects carry powerful symbolic energy. A holy or broken coin isn't just damaged metal, but a spiritual symbol of scarcity, loss, and financial blockage. Carrying this object sends a message to the spiritual universe that you accept poverty in your life. Maria Rosario, a merchant, had a habit of keeping old and broken coins in her purse, believing they were lucky charms. She believed they brought prosperity, but her financial life was a constant struggle. Debts were increasing and sales were dwindling. When she sought Padre Pio's help, he immediately identified the broken and holy coins she carried were working exactly opposite of what she intended. Instead of bringing good fortune, they were attracting poverty and blocking her financial blessings. Padre Pio explained that holy or broken coins are symbols of lost abundance, of wealth escaping through the cracks. He instructed her to remove these coins from her purse and bury them far from home, offering a prayer to break any negative spiritual connection. Maria faithfully followed the instructions. Within 2 weeks, she received the largest order in her business history. In 2 months, she had doubled her revenue. She always maintained that it was only when she stopped carrying broken coins that her prosperity finally blossomed. Save this video now, because you need to check your purse immediately. But beware, it's not just visibly broken or holy coins that cause this problem. Padre Pio also warned against very old and oxidized coins, severely crumpled coins, and especially coins found on the ground. Each situation carries a specific spiritual energy of loss and scarcity. Coins found on the ground are particularly dangerous because they symbolize lost, abandoned, rejected money. When you pick up a coin from the ground and keep it in your bag, you're literally carrying the energy of financial loss. Padre Pio often said it's better to leave lost money where it is than to contaminate your financial energy. Antonio Benedetto, a man who had the habit of picking up every coin he found on the street. He thought he was being thrifty and seizing opportunities, but his financial life was a disaster. No matter how hard he worked, money was always scarce, and financial problems were constant. When he sought Padre Pio's help, the saint explained that by picking up lost coins, he was collecting energy of loss and abandonment. Each coin found on the ground carries the vibration of someone who lost money, and this was contaminating his own financial energy. Padre Pio guided Antonio to get rid of all the found coins he carried and to completely stop this habit. He taught him a specific prayer to cleanse his financial energy and attract clean and blessed prosperity. Antonio followed the instructions, and within weeks, his financial situation began to improve dramatically. Another extremely dangerous type is foreign currency that has no value where you live. Padre Pio explained that carrying worthless coins is like carrying symbols of useless money. This programs your subconscious mind and your spiritual energy to attract resources that have no real value in your life. Francesca Martino was a woman who collected coins from various countries she visited on trips. She carried these foreign coins in her purse as souvenirs, unaware that she was carrying symbols of worthless money. Her professional career was stagnant, and she could never save real money. When Padre Pio examined the contents of her purse, he immediately identified that the worthless foreign coins were blocking her ability to attract real money. He explained that carrying symbols of useless money is like training your mind to attract useless resources. Francesca removed all the foreign coins from her purse and kept them at home as souvenirs, not as objects she carried daily. Within 3 months, she received a promotion at work that she had been waiting for years. Her ability to save also improved significantly. Type energy cleansing if you're ready to cleanse your financial energy. Padre Pio also warned about an even more dangerous type: coins that belong to people who died in poverty or tragic situations. When you inherit or receive coins from people who suffered misery, you are also inheriting the energy of scarcity that those people carried. Many families have the custom of keeping old coins from deceased relatives as a form of tribute. But Padre Pio explained that if these people died in poverty or financial hardship, Their coins carry this negative energy. Carrying these objects is like carrying the financial curse of the ancestors. Carmela Rossi inherited a small collection of old coins from her grandmother. Her grandmother had died in poverty after years of extreme financial hardship. Carmela carried some of these coins in her purse as a way to remember her grandmother, but her own financial life began to deteriorate dramatically after inheriting the coins. When she sought out Padre Pio, he immediately perceived the spiritual connection. He explained that her grandmother, despite being a kind person, had carried for years an energy of scarcity and financial suffering. Her coins were imbued with this energy, and now they were transmitting the same vibration to Carmela. Padre Pio guided Carmela to perform a specific spiritual cleansing ceremony of the coins, blessing them and then donating them to a church, thus breaking the negative energetic link. From that moment on, Carmela's financial life began to stabilize and prosper again. The cleansing process that Padre Pio taught was very specific. First, you must identify and separate all the problematic objects from your purse. Then, you must say a prayer asking forgiveness for carrying symbols of scarcity and asking God to bless your financial life with clean and holy abundance. Next, you must dispose of the objects appropriately. Broken or holy coins should be buried far from home. Coins found on the ground should be anonymously donated to those in need. Worthless foreign coins should be kept as souvenirs, not carried daily. Roberto Lanzoni was a businessman who was facing the worst crisis of his career. His businesses were failing one after another, and he couldn't understand why. When he sought out Padre Pio, the saint found in his wallet 3 types of cursed objects: a holy coin that he used as a lucky charm, coins found on the street, and a foreign coin from a trip. Padre Pio explained that Roberto was carrying a triple combination of scarcity energy. The holy coin symbolized money leaking away. The coins found symbolized lost money. And the foreign coin symbolized worthless money. It was as if he was carrying a complete financial blockade kit. Roberto rigorously followed the cleansing process that Padre Pio taught. He buried the holy coin, donated the found coins to beggars, and kept the foreign coin at home. He performed the energy cleansing prayer for 9 consecutive days. In 6 weeks, his businesses began to recover impressively. Share this video with someone who needs this urgent financial revelation. But there is an even more devastating object that Padre Pio discovered: torn or severely damaged paper money kept in a wallet. Many people keep old, torn, or extremely crumpled bills for sentimental reasons or out of carelessness, without realizing that they are carrying powerful symbols of destroyed money. Damaged paper money is even worse than a broken coin because it represents greater value being destroyed. When you carry a torn or severely damaged bill in your wallet, you are symbolically carrying the energy of wealth being destroyed. It is an extremely powerful spiritual symbol of loss and financial deterioration. Salvatore Giunti was a merchant who had the habit of keeping old and torn bills in his wallet, some that could no longer even be used. He thought it was a way to never run out of money, but he was actually carrying symbols of useless and destroyed money. When Padre Pio saw the contents of Salvatore's wallet, he was impressed by the amount of negative energy he was carrying. He explained that each damaged bill was like carrying a piece of bankruptcy in his wallet. The man was literally programming his subconscious mind to attract damaged money and deteriorated financial situations. Salvatore immediately exchanged all the damaged bills at the bank for new and clean bills. Padre Pio guided him to always keep only money in good condition in his wallet, as a symbol that he deserved high-quality abundance. In a few months, the quality of his business improved dramatically. Another object that Padre Pio identified as extremely dangerous are receipts or papers related to debts kept in the wallet. Many people carry overdue bills, debt notes, or reminders of bills to pay along with their money, without realizing that they are mixing the energy of abundance with the energy of scarcity. Carrying debt papers along with your money is like contaminating your financial energy with vibrations of lack and obligation. Padre Pio used to say that the wallet should be a sacred temple of abundance where only positive symbols of prosperity should dwell. Teresa Volpe, she had a habit, a bad one, of keeping all her bills and invoices in the same wallet as her cash. She thought it was organized, but Padre Pio of Pietrelcina explained she was creating a terrible energetic clash, a clash between money and debt. When you mix symbols of abundance with symbols of scarcity in the same space, you create contradictory energy. It blocks the natural flow of prosperity. Teresa separated her financial papers completely, money in a sacred clean space, bills in another. Organized but separate location, her ability to attract money improved significantly. Tag someone who needs to better organize their financial energy. Padre Pio also warned against photos of deceased loved ones kept in wallets with money. While it's a loving gesture, if the deceased died in poverty or hardship, their photo may carry that energy into your financial life. It's not about disrespecting their memory. It's about protecting your financial energy. Photos of loved ones belong in special places of honor, not mixed with symbols of prosperity. Giovanni Marcello carried his deceased father's photo in his wallet with his money. His father was a hard-working man, but he died deeply in debt, facing financial hardship. After his father's death, Giovanni began experiencing similar financial problems. It was like he was repeating his father's pattern. Padre Pio explained that the photo, carried with the money, was creating an energetic link between Giovanni and his father's financial struggles. He advised Giovanni to keep the photo at home, in a place of honor, separate from symbols of prosperity. Once Giovanni made that energetic separation, maintaining love and respect for his father, but protecting his own financial energy, his money problems began to resolve themselves. He broke the pattern of family financial hardship. The fundamental rule Padre Pio taught is that a wallet or purse should contain only clean, positive symbols of prosperity, new and crisp money, organized cards, and if desired, a small image of St. Joseph, the patron saint of workers, or a prayer for prosperity. Everything you carry with your money energetically influences your ability to attract more wealth. Therefore, Padre Pio advised a complete wallet cleansing, at least once a month, removing anything non-essential to prosperity. Type sacred wallet. If you're going to transform your wallet into a temple of abundance, but there's a very important exception. Padre Pio highlighted, coins or bills blessed by a priest are objects of protection, not blockage. A blessed coin, even with a small hole or wear, carries positive energy and can help attract prosperity. The difference lies in intention and blessing. A holy coin found by chance carries energy of loss. But a holy coin, specifically blessed for financial protection, carries energy of abundance. The power of priestly blessing completely transforms the object's energy. Rosario Pellegrino carried a small silver coin, pierced to be worn as a pendant, blessed by Padre Pio himself during a special mass. Even though it was pierced, that coin was a powerful symbol of financial protection, not blockage. Padre Pio explained that when an object is blessed with the specific intention of bringing protection and prosperity, its energy is completely transformed. The sacred blessing is more powerful than any negative symbolism the object may have had previously. So, if you have a coin or bill of special sentimental value, you can take it to be blessed by a priest with the specific intention of prosperity. Thus, the object becomes a sacred amulet of abundance. Instead of a spiritual blockage, Padre Pio's complete wallet energy cleansing process involves 5 essential steps. First, remove all damaged, found, or worthless items. Second, physically clean the wallet with a damp cloth and let it air dry in the sun. Third, offer a specific prayer, asking God to bless your financial life and remove all blocks to prosperity. Fourth, replace only clean money, organized cards, and, if desired, a small sacred image. Fifth, maintain this pattern of cleanliness and organization consistently. Lucia Santoro followed this process exactly after discovering she was carrying several cursed objects in her purse: coins found on the ground, a cherished torn bill, and even an overdue bill. When she did the complete cleansings, following Padre Pio's guidance, her life changed dramatically. Within 3 weeks, Lucia received an unexpected inheritance from a distant aunt. In 2 months, she was promoted at work. In 6 months, she had bought her own house, something she had dreamed of for years. She always said it was the energetic cleansing of her wallet that unlocked her prosperity. It's crucial to understand. This isn't a magic ritual, but a Catholic practice of faith, aligning our material energy with our spiritual faith. When we remove symbols of scarcity and keep only blessed symbols of abundance, we're demonstrating our trust in divine providence. Save this video to do your energy cleansing today. Padre Pio always emphasized that true prosperity comes from God, and that we must earn blessings through a life of faith, honest work, and charity. Removing cursed objects from your wallet is only the first step in a broader process of spiritual alignment with divine abundance. Many people cleanse their wallets, but continue with negative thoughts about money, or remain dishonest in their dealings. Padre Pio taught that true prosperity requires complete integrity, clean energy, positive thoughts, honest actions, and a generous heart. Therefore, along with cleansing your wallet, it's also important to cleanse your mind of limiting beliefs about money, cleanse your heart of envy or greed, and cleanse your actions of any dishonesty. Only then can prosperity flow freely and in a blessed way. Marco Benedetto was a man who cleansed his wallet, but continued to believe he didn't deserve money, that rich people were always dishonest, and that God preferred the poor. With these beliefs, even with a clean wallet, he couldn't prosper. When you sought Padre Pio again, the saint explained that he had only cleansed the exterior, but the internal blockages remained active. He guided Marco to change his beliefs about money, understanding that God desires his children to prosper, so they can do more good in the world. Marco worked on both external and internal cleansing. He transformed his relationship with money, seeing it as a tool for good, a blessing from God. When his external and internal energies aligned, his prosperity blossomed abundantly and sustainably. Some specific objects Padre Pio recommended carrying in your wallet to attract prosperity include a small image of Saint Joseph, the patron saint of workers, a handwritten prayer requesting righteous prosperity, and a small amount of blessed salt in folded paper. Blessed salt is particularly powerful because it represents purification and protection. Padre Pio advised carrying a pinch of salt blessed during a special mass, wrapped in clean paper. This salt attracts pure prosperity and protects against envy and financial evil eye. The image of St. Joseph should be small and of good quality, preferably one that has been touched to a relic of the saint or specially blessed. St. Joseph, being the patron saint of workers, has special power to bless honest work and attract opportunities for prosperity. The handwritten prayer should be made with faith and devotion, specifically asking for righteous prosperity, decent work, and abundance to do good. Padre Pio said that when we write a prayer with our own hand, we put our personal energy into the prayer, making it more powerful. Comment blessed prosperity if you will apply all these teachings. It's also important to understand that different types of wallets or purses have different energies. Padre Pio recommended wallets made of natural leather, preferably brown or black, because these are colors that represent stability and financial security. Wallets in very vibrant colors, like red or pink, can create excessive energy that disperses prosperity. Synthetic wallets may not retain positive energy well. The material and color of the wallet subtly influence your ability to attract and maintain abundance. The wallet should also be of appropriate size, not too small to seem stingy, nor too large to seem extravagant. It should have organized compartments for different types of money and cards, demonstrating respect and order regarding finances. Stefano Torraco followed all of Padre Pio's guidance. He exchanged his old wallet for a quality brown leather one, organized all the compartments, performed a complete energy cleansing, and began carrying only blessed objects. His financial transformation was extraordinary. In 1 year, Stefano went from a situation of debt to one of stable prosperity. He managed to open his own business, buy a house, and even help other family members financially. He always attributed this transformation to Padre Pio's teachings on financial energy. Finally, remember that this knowledge from Padre Pio about objects that block prosperity should be shared with the people you love. Many entire families live in financial difficulties because everyone carries cursed objects without knowing it. When you apply these teachings and your financial life improves, you have a responsibility to share this knowledge with others. In this way, you multiply blessings and help break cycles of poverty that may be affecting many people around you. Padre Pio always said that spiritual knowledge should be shared, not selfishly kept. When you help others prosper honestly, you are creating a network of blessed abundance that benefits everyone. Therefore, after doing your own energy cleansing and seeing the results, share this knowledge, teach family, friends, and acquaintances about the objects that block prosperity and how to maintain clean and blessed financial energy. Now you have the knowledge that Padre Pio revealed about the cursed objects that attract poverty. Go immediately to check your wallet or purse. If you find any of the objects that were mentioned, remove them today, following the guidance that has been taught. Remember, your prosperity is not just about you. When you prosper honestly, you can help more people, do more charity, and contribute more to a better world. Therefore, deserve abundance, attract clean wealth, and use your prosperity to glorify God and serve your neighbor. Type Amen if you will check your wallet now and do the energy cleansing that Padre Pio taught to transform your financial life forever.